As fighting continues in Syria, the Central African Republic, South Sudan, and other parts of the world, the United Nations Security Council gathered to discuss the ongoing suffering of civilians in armed conflict. Valerie Amos, UN Undersecretary General for Humanitarian Affairs, addressed the Council. She spoke of how civilians in war-torn regions often live in extreme danger and are unable to receive health care.
The International Committee of the Red Cross, who we will hear from later, report that explosive weapons are the leading cause of damage to healthcare facilities in armed conflict. Explosive weapons use in populated areas results in damage to or destruction of housing and other infrastructure.
Amos spoke of how civilians are forced to become refugees, as in Syria, where millions have been driven from their homes.
In addition to being killed and injured, civilians are also displaced, often for long periods, and in precarious conditions. In Syria, 6.5 million people are internally displaced, 2.5 million have fled the country.
The Security Council heard testimony about efforts to bring humanitarian relief to Syria, despite the efforts of foreign-backed insurgent groups to hinder relief projects.
It was a heroic effort, as people waiting to leave and humanitarian workers trying to get aid in were deliberately targeted. We will learn the lessons from this operation and seek to replicate it in other parts of the country.
In testimony to the Security Council, it was reported that over 120 UN relief workers were killed in 2013 as they attempted to provide humanitarian aid, and that the circumstances for civilians in unstable parts of the world are rapidly deteriorating. An official statement about the ongoing suffering of civilians in armed conflict was prepared by the Security Council President.
It is so decided.
And ratified by the Council. Caleb Maupin, Press TV, New York.